Are you prepared to hear how sexual predators groom, exploit, and sexually abuse kids from the predators themselves? You need to be, because it can really help us keep our kids safe. 93% of child victims of sexual abuse know their abuser. It is usually people they know intimately, people they trust, oftentimes people who the whole family knows and trusts, usually people who are highly regarded in the community. And a lot of these people are starting to come forward to explain how they do what they do and how we as parents, as caregivers, and as community members can keep our kids safe. We need to hear them. This can be tough stuff to listen to, but it's stuff we have to listen to. There's so much knowledge to be gained. I'm going to show you a clip where two sexual predators explain how they groomed and sexually abused children that knew them, children that trusted them. They are going to arm us with the power to keep our kids safe. Now, this is just one of many videos that will be in my Confessions of a Child Predator series. So make sure that you follow and watch the whole series. There is so much to learn. And if you feel comfortable after watching this, watch it with your kids too. Sometimes them seeing it from the source can be really impactful. It can give them lots of knowledge as well, and it can spark some really important conversations.
I took her innocence. I took her ability to be a child. And that was not mine to take. In fact, it was mine to protect.
Too often, the people trusted to protect children choose to prey on them instead.
Did you know in your head at the time that what you were doing was wrong?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is a North Texas man who sexually assaulted a child.
So you guys had sex?
We had a sexual relationship, yes.
He went to prison. Now, years later, he's agreed to tell us the secrets of predators as long as we hide his identity.
Are you the type of person that parents might look at and say, he looks like a sex offender?
No.
You're the opposite.
Absolutely. In fact, I would be the kind of person that they would look at and say, there's not a chance in the world he would ever have done what he did. Not a chance in the world.
Perpetrators often wear a mask of deception.
Terry Miller is one of the nation's leading experts on the topic.
It's very common for these perpetrators to be teachers of the year and be award-winning coaches. The victim is the only one who knows the monster.
I wanted to be the next great mentor to young people. I wanted to change lives.
Yet this popular North Texas teacher had a secret.
I had a sexual attraction to an underage female. For me, pornography was a big trigger.
He sent explicit nude photos of himself to a student. He was later convicted of indecency with a child.
The act itself is about as close to unforgivable as you can get.
In each story, the predator, the victim, and the ending are different. But both offenders say their stories and the many others like them always start the same.
It's what we refer to in counseling as grooming your victim.
Grooming is the common practice of breaking down a child's moral fibers.
They first rape the child's mind in order to rape their body.
The predators say the first step is isolating their victim.
Creating opportunities to be alone with her, apart and separate from the group, on the bus, sitting together all the time.
Then they work to earn their victim's trust.
You become the child's confidant.
You become the child's confidant. You become their all in all. You become the one that they look to as the one that is going to provide their answers and give them their guidance.
So once you earn the child's trust, it becomes easier to push the boundaries.
That's correct.
Most often, they use texts and Facebook to do it.
So you allow sexual subject matter to be talked about, perhaps. You're open to sexual questions, and of course then you start to push the boundary a little farther. Like, is that something you're interested in? What do you like in those situations?
What did you do or say to make sure that her parents didn't know or suspect anything?
Lied continually. We would sneak around and find ways to meet at the mall or meet at the movie theater. When we became sexual, that's when everything went into protection mode. We've got to hide this. We've got to keep this secret.
The conversation we had was difficult to hear, but listen as he gives advice to parents everywhere.
If a parent sees their child spending an inordinate amount of time with a significant adult that is outside the family, that is something to really spend some time looking at. If your child themselves starts talking about another significant adult in ways that you're going, I didn't realize you guys were that close. Any attempt to gather favor, connection is a part of that grooming process.
They say the number one deterrent is an adult who monitors the child's electronic communication.
Because this whole situation thrives in secrecy. It will never survive in the midst of the light.